move this around. Okay, welcome in. If you are hanging out on the outside, welcome to join in. Don't be shy. Sorry, I'm up in your face here. Welcome to the show. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally because, look, the government does not care about you or your case. But here at Green Card Guys, we're happy to point you in the right direction. We're happy to help you. All right. Here's the thing. I know there's a lot of concern about the current government structure or administration right now with the ICE enforcement. It is a serious concern. Absolutely. We have a safety action plan for you. You do need to schedule a meeting. I think it's one of the links in the profile. You need to plan ahead. That was a common theme when I went to speak with some students at UTD earlier this week. I think it was Monday. Well, time flies. Plan ahead, okay? You absolutely need to do that for many different reasons. You don't have to be a student to plan ahead, okay? The thing is, I have a lot of stories to share with you, okay? The thing is, regardless of the administration, red party, blue party, there's usually case delays. Yes, fortunately this year, actually with marriage-based cases, we file it and someone's eligible for adjustment of status in the United States, we have a range about 2 months to 6 months. Okay, people who enter without a visa and need to file a waiver, that's a different situation, okay? The waiver by itself is about 3 years. It's ridiculous, okay? But I want to share this with y'all. Welcome in. Go ahead and tap the screen if you don't mind on this particular app, okay? It really helps me, it helps the algorithm. It doesn't cost you anything. Thank you so much. But here's the deal. You need to know at least these scenarios. These scenarios of when to contact an attorney to help you, okay? Scenario number 1, RFE, request for evidence. Notice of intent deny. Thank you so much. Join my team. Appreciate it, Project X. Welcome in. Welcome in. Laura, thank you so much for the hearts, Laura. Delayed case. Or if we get an interview notice. Some people have an attorney and then they end up contacting us, seeing if we can help out. Like, look, we appreciate it, appreciate the request. But if you contact us 1 week or less, it's less likely for us to help you, even if you're in Houston or you're in a city where one of my attorneys is located. Okay. But with interview notice, even if you didn't receive the interview notice yet, and it's like, 6 months later, 12 months later on your adjustment status case, it's probably a good time to just contact your attorney, email them. If they don't have an email or you don't know it, that's probably a sign that that's a problem. Because when we have a meeting with our clients, the very first meeting, we call it onboard meeting. We share all the information, communication policy. Is the best ways to reach us. Emails number 1. Number 2 is self-scheduled meeting. And then number 3 is a phone call. But even when you call, the thing is, our legal team works on a time block basis, meaning morning they do a certain thing, afternoon they do another certain thing. So they're not really available for like call transfers, right? So just want to share that because some people might think, oh, how come I can't talk to my attorney? You absolutely can, but it has to be by email or self-scheduled meeting. You don't even have to call to schedule a meeting, okay? But anyway, if you haven't had the interview yet and it's been at least 6 to 12 months, I think it's okay, at least for us. Contact us. Some people might ask, like, hey, attorney, how do I prepare for my interview? Absolutely, let's schedule a meeting, We'll prepare you. Scenario number 5, if your case is denied. Oh boy, that'd be not good. Okay. Not good for delayed, not good for denied, not good for NOID. RFE, it depends. But denied, do not give up. Okay. Some people read it and they're like, oh shoot, I don't have the money, or my marriage is legitimate, my case is legit. How come they don't believe me? Yeah, we just need to show them different evidence. We just need to rephrase something that's still telling the truth, of course. We're not here to lie or anything. We absolutely want to help you convey your marriage, convey your legal eligibility. in a different way than maybe how you did it before, or your prior attorney, or with your consultant notario, whatever you want to call them. The thing is, here at Green Card Guys, we're here happy to help you out. Okay. Hey, Project X, we will keep you updated when the package is mailed. Maybe they already did, because today's Thursday. So I'll check on that as well. Okay, Project X. Welcome in. Let's see here. Let's see if you guys got any questions yet. AI says this show is about U.S. immigration law Q&A. Ask about green cards. Hey, TikTok AI is pretty good apparently so far. All right, some of you are shy. Oh, wonderful. See, Project X already knows that the USCIS received it. Cha-ching. Okay, that's step number one. And honestly, that's how we think about. Hey, Jeff, welcome to ask a question. Go ahead. You're welcome to join live or put it in the chat box right there. Okay. That's the thing about our team. We really, and the first concern usually is, when can I talk to my attorney? The other concern is, has my package been mailed? So I think that's concerning if you don't know that. So that's why we also not only just update you, we also provide the tracking number, right? Project X. All right. So look, we're not perfect. No law firm is perfect. We try our best though. We're aware of it. Okay, what else to tell you? Jeff, you got a question? Go ahead. Missy, what are some common green card marriage interviews? I can share a couple right now. You know what? I probably need to record a video about that. I'll do that. But here's a couple. The first one, numero uno. How did you meet each other? Oh, wow. I know. So crazy, right? Such a difficult question. But yeah, some people F that up. Because especially if you met on a dating app, you technically didn't physically meet yet, right? Kind of. I guess you met virtually by chat. Actually, do any of those dating apps have like a FaceTime feature? I haven't thought about that before because I got married before all these, apps. I'm grateful for that too. So more congratulations to anyone if you met on an app. I'm impressed, or like one of those groups. But here's the thing: some people mess up the question, like when did you first meet, versus, which is like, you met in person. Maybe you met at a party, regardless of about the app. Maybe you met at a mutual friend's party. Okay, like New Year's Eve party or Thanksgiving party. But you didn't have the first date until like 2 months later, right? So some people get those questions confused. So just something to keep in mind of, and that's how thorough we are with our team. And you might think, oh, no big deal, John. Like, mess up that question doesn't seem like a big deal. Oh, yeah, it is a big deal. Unfortunately, it may not seem like a big deal on paper, but especially when you have what we call Stokes interview, you're separated out and you have one-on-one with the officer. Yeah, that's already a red flag to know that you better get your shit together because they think something's wrong with your case. Now, fortunately, we haven't had our own clients. When we help a client from the very beginning to file their immigration package until the end, I can't recall one client that we had that kind of interview. Okay. But when we take over cases, there's been a few that, we had the interview separated, and we can kind of we probably have a pretty good idea. We have a pretty good barometer screening to know that based on the evidence already provided or the lack thereof. Okay. So that's one question. Hey, what's up, Gus Tucson, Jose Rivera? Welcome in. Inmer, welcome in. B. Francine. Pierre, let's see what your other question is, Pierre. And Missy, I know that was only one question I asked you, but we do have a PDF of over 130 questions. I know that's crazy, right? But this has been collected. I have 3 attorneys on the team. 2 of them have 20 plus years of experience. So we've gathered all these questions. And we're not trying to scare y'all, but they have been questions in the past. So why not just share it all with you, right? So I'm gonna try to find a way with my marketing team which ones we can share with you. Not that we don't want to share with all of them, but maybe you want to schedule a meeting with us, okay? Even before your interview notice gets you receive it. Pierre asks, is it good or bad? 4 months after interview, you're still waiting. I mean, it's not terrible, but for mandamus purposes, because we do sue the government, we love suing the government to get you legal status because we don't think it's right for them to make you wait. And sometimes when you're waiting, it's just like, what the hell are they doing? Twiddling their I don't know, how do you twiddle your thumbs? I don't know, whatever. They're literally twiddling their thumbs or not because they don't care about your case. So literally your case is just kind of sitting on the side. And then because a lot of people ask, like, oh, why is my case taking so long? You probably is not one of these scenarios. There are sometimes you get annoyed. Sometimes you get after interviews, typically annoyed. Okay. But your case being delayed after an interview is not because of annoyed. It's just because they're not organized. Or maybe that officer that reviewed your file moved locations or moved departments. They just had different responsibilities. So aside from lack of organization, but look, it's the government we're talking about. They don't need to work overtime. They don't have to be concerned with that. They don't have KPIs about keeping track of cases. At least I don't think so. But Pierre, it depends when you file the case. When did you file your case? By the way, put the letter P in the comments if you have a case pending. Okay. Hey, what's going on, IDU? Reyes, good to see you on YouTube. Ada Scholastica. You have a question about CPT on F1 visa with errors on CPT, like the card itself. Have you looked at the inquiry options on USCIS website? But Pierre, if you have, what's up, Rosita? Welcome in. Go ahead and click the plus sign, y'all. Click the plus sign. I don't have my magic wand, otherwise it'll be a lot easier. Click the plus sign to follow because I do have to hop off very soon. Man, there's so much to say. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. PPP. Okay. You filed a case February 2025. Yeah. So not even a year. Right. And I know it's frustrating because some people are like, oh, I just filed 3 months ago. I just had my interview a couple months ago. It really depends on, in terms of mandamus lawsuit, when you filed the case to begin with, because this year, again, they've been pretty fast. Like I remember we've probably at least 10 cases, like filing date to interview date, 2 months. Can you believe that? And I am in no way saying that hiring a law firm is going to get your case faster. Absolutely not. That by itself is not the reason. Okay. At least for us, we know that we have a proven checklist that if the clients provide us what we need to win, to get legal status, then you're more likely to avoid the RFE and the NOID. Okay. So we can get the interview. So we can jump down here and avoid that. Whoa. See how it all kind of ties in together here? Rosita, welcome in. Do you have a question? Okay, a lot of y'all have pending cases. So something to keep in mind. Same thing with Pierre's situation. So if your adjustment of status case has been pending for 15 months, 15, 16 months in general since receipt date, and either no interview or no decision, you need to contact us, okay? And I did have the number somewhere. I had to remove it because of the thing. Okay, Rosita, your American citizen filed for your husband in Louisiana. 797 has been received. Okay, you got the receipt notice. Okay. Okay, when did you file it though? How long can it take? A petition, I'm assuming. Oh, you're both in Louisiana. Louisiana. Is there a nickname for Louisiana, by the way? You're both. Did he enter with a visa? But the petition itself is usually 12 to 15 months. When it goes past 15 months, you definitely need to contact us to file a lawsuit. Okay. And by the way, people who only file petition and the immigrant beneficiaries in America, where we step in also is if you have a removal case, whether it's active right now or order removal, it's going to trigger the interview, even when it's petition only. So something to keep in mind. Okay. Again, one of the 5 scenarios that you need to contact an immigration attorney. So by the way, I do have to hop off right now. I apologize. If I have time tonight, I will join again. I have several meetings with my different departments today to get shit done for you. Okay. How about that? You lost your green card? New Orleans. New Orleans. Rosita, I know you want to join live, but I have to go to a meeting right now. Can you send me a DM in the meantime and then hit the plus sign? I'll try my best to go tonight. I thought about it last night, then I fell asleep. Sorry, guys. All right. Maria, can you contact us? My team will talk to you about that, okay? All right, y'all have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Have a great day.